In this lesson, we're going to talk about using Smart Guides. If you'd like to follow along, go under the File menu to Open, and in the Working Files folder, go to chapter number 4 and select Working Smart with Smart Guides and just click Open. Let's take a look at Smart Guides. First, I have to make sure they're actually turned on. You can do this under the View Options pop-up above the control panel. And you can see Smart Guides is checked. You could also do it under the View menu, Grids and Guides, and you can see Smart Guides is checked there as well. You can uncheck it or check it in either place. You remember in a previous lesson, I was drawing rectangles and I made them exactly the same width and height by using Smart Guides. Why don't we go to our rectangle tool and do it again? You can hit your M key to get there very quickly. I'm going to go along my left-hand margin and just click and drag. And you notice when I get to the center of the object above, there's a Smart Guide letting me know that I've reached the center of that object. It's also letting me know that the width is 1 inch and the height is 1.56 inches in the little pop-up immediately to the lower right of the object that I'm drawing. Now I'm not going to let go and continue making it wider. When it's the same width as the object above, I have arrows beneath each object letting me know that they are the same width. And if I still don't let go and drag downward, when they're the same height as well, it's letting me know that they're the same height because of the arrows to the right side of both objects. And I also can tell that the width and the height from that pop-up note is 2 inches by 2 inches. If I let go, they should be the same width. Let me draw another object. I'm just going to click and drag. When they're the same width, I get the arrows going side to side. When they're the same height, I get arrows going up and down as well. And I also can see in the little note that the width and the height are both 2 inches. So it is a perfect 2-inch square. Now, I wonder if it's possible to know when the space between objects are equal. Well, let me go to my selection tool and click on this square and move it downwards. Well, I can tell they're centered because there's a center Smart Guide going through all of the objects, but watch what happens when I start moving it back up. At a certain point, I'm going to get these arrows between the objects, letting me know that the space between the objects is exactly equal. Well, I wonder if it does anything else. Why don't we rotate one of these objects? I'm going to go to the Rotate field in the control panel and type in, how about 35 degrees? And just hit Enter or Return. And now I'm going to go to the object right above it, and let's see what happens if I go to the outside of one of the bounding box points. I get these double arrows letting me know now if I click and drag, it's letting me know that I'm rotating to a certain number of degrees. And when it gets to exactly the same number of degrees as the object below, you'll see an angle appear in the center of that object below as well. And it does say 35 degrees in the pop-up note. And it actually snaps to that amount. So it's not just visual, it actually will snap to that angle. Let me go to the object on the top and do the same thing. And when they're exactly the same angle, I can tell because I have an angle symbol in each one of them. And it also says 35 degrees in that pop-up note. So that's really cool. Also, if I'm drawing an object, let me go back to my rectangle tool and click and drag, I can tell what the width and the height is as I'm drawing it. So I can get really close to what I might want the finished rectangle to be. But I wonder, with all the things that Smart Guides do for you, is there a time that they're actually not that smart? Well, when I'm using the pen tool, which doesn't happen all that much while you're working on a layout, let me go to my pen tool. And I have my Smart Guides on right now. And if I click and click, it's fine. But if I click and drag, watch what happens. My handles, as I'm trying to make a curve with the pen tool, they're snapping to certain smart guides. And sometimes there's no escaping it. It's going to snap to things like, in this case, the center of the page. So if you happen to be drawing with the pen tool and making curves, you might be better off turning off smart guides. So you would go under the view pop-up and select smart guides so it gets unchecked. Let me show you, it's not checked any longer. So now if I go back to drawing with my pen tool, you can see there are no smart guides that are grabbing onto those handles, so it seems to have a mind of its own. So other than that, smart guides, I have them on all the time because they are so useful. In the next lesson, we're going to continue to discuss working with objects.